Hey everybody, I have soup.
Hee-hoo.
I'm posting to places.
Ugh.
I'm posing for pictures.
Soup.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Meow.
Vance has turned into a creaky door.
Speaking of which, Vance, did you get to read the thing I posted in Dream Things?
No.
Aiden is determined to track down the dream.
powers.
Aiden is determined to track down the dream cats in real life.
Kelsey is determined that I will track down the dream cats in real life.
Are you saying you
honestly
don't want
know.
to?
I don't know if you can get a English short hair in orange.
I imagine that there are English short hairs up for adoption in the United States.
Oh yeah, I just can't imagine if you get them in solid orange and solid black.
Hold on, I'm gonna quickly look it up.
Gray.
I don't know what you're talking about, but is everybody ready?
Why am I caps locked?
Hi, Plod. It's time
No,
to
Vance,
Dungeons
I'm
and
not ready.
Dragons.
You're
not ready?
Here.
I just got into my room. I'm not even
ready.
on my laptop.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Chill.
ready. I'm ready.
Oh, I'm gonna get it on screen anyway. There we go. Make sure we're on the right page.
Are we?
We are.
Oh, no. I brought Ravenloft in the house, by the way.
Oh, good. I didn't want that sitting in the car for too long.
So that means
Is
maybe
what,
one of these
the
days
rain
we'll...
got to it? It's not
No, I
supposed to
did.
be sunny for a while.
I didn't want it to be sitting in the sun.
Wow.
Thanks, Brian.
Does this mean one of these days we'll run Ravenloft?
No, Ravenloft is not an adventure. It's a supplement.
Okay, hold on. All right, Vance.
Sorry.
Yes,
It is
Brian.
something from which you
That
can
wasn't
make
that
your
wasn't
own
that wasn't my button. That was
Yeah,
not my
no
button.
kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Brian.
I gotta get my audio equipment ready. I got my audio equipment ready.
I have to go do that.
I've done it twice. This is my second time. I just.
Oh my gosh.
Rule of
Also-
third says he does it
yeah.
once more.
Well, look. I wanted to use that one specifically because last time I did this one, which doesn't sound as good.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. So getting my audio equipment ready. I got it ready.
There you go.
Pepper is so evil.
Jeez.
Pepper is
Oh my
evil.
gosh, everybody.
Tumblr.
Okay. First of all, turn it down.
You gotta
You're
save
gonna
that
wake
until
the
after
pepper.
we win.
First of all, turn it
Otherwise you'll jinx
down.
us.
Second of
You're
all,
gonna wake up the pepper.
chill. Gosh dang.
Shut up!
Brian, I'm going to turn. I'm gonna go turn you down now.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
We're
but
going to
you are too loud.
We are going to banish you to the Shadow Realm.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my
Well, since I'm
gosh.
being banished into the Shadow Realm.
Oh no.
Alright.
Don't you dare wake up the Eepy cat.
Also, EP Cat is not there anymore. That was this morning.
Okay.
I'm just posting pictures of the cat while I get prepared.
Fair. She's very precious.
She is.
Apologies that we cannot share Eepy cat with all of our viewers. This is over Discord.
Vance
Yeah.
possibly could, but I'm not going to force him to share the EP Cat.
No, I'm not about to do that because I have other things to do.
DM things.
Like DM things, yes.
Yes, like DM things.
And open this.
Time for a sippy.
Oh. Blech.
Oh shit, I forgot I had this button now.
Don't!
What? I
And Jaden was
That was-
banished to the Shadow Realm.
If you don't know what that one is, that was Pit getting yeeted into space.
Ah.
It's
Yep.
also fitting for Jaden because
Claude says
he...
Prime DM content.
It's perfect because of. Okay,
Jaden.
you can't get a solid orange. You could get a sort of solid orange cat, but it's dark orange, almost brown. Cinnamon.
Anyway,
You could get a tabby orange.
let me know when we're ready.
I am online and in the thing. That's why I'm drawing on it.
Clearly.
Yes.
Please stop making
I no
horrifying
longer-
faces.
Oh gosh. Oh!
It's
Well,
okay. Moss is helping with that.
I'm done with Alfredo instructions recipe. So now I will move on to
Move on to-
$5 game. Anyway, I will move on to our starting dial. Aiden. Friggin' creepy. That's friggin' creepy.
Aww.
Well, she is Mothman.
Get that out of here.
She is a man of moth.
Well, right now
Oh
she's
my
Mothman.
god. Yep, there she goes again. Well, welcome back one and all to Vance's Talking Theater. Tonight we
Yay.
bring you a story I like to call Reach for the Stars. An adventure from the collection Keys from the Golden Vault by Wizards of the Coast. Our players tonight are the Sleight of Hand Society, made up of Danimals Brian,
I never learned how to read!
playing Jaden, Kelsey playing Moss,
Hey, everybody.
Oops, I forgot to take Felgi out of there. I can't
Felgi
do
is
that
important.
at the moment. I will do that later. Riona Farley playing Gwyn Frostfur.
Did you know Worm on a String is actually called Squirmleys?
I thought it was Squirmels, but okay. And Duke playing Linarak.
I thought they were called
Yes,
dragons.
ferrets. My group of ferrets is a business, so support your local business.
Hey.
Today's session is brought to you by Chungus. We love him and so should you.
Hail Chungus.
Hail Chungus.
Yeah. And, nope. I was gonna make another joke, but I decided the rule of 3 prevented me from doing so.
Good boy.
Now then. Crash! Glass jars fall on old boards, spilling their contents on the creaking floor. Young, hateful eyes gaze unblinking from hideous faces full of knife-like teeth. The creatures bounce and hiss while undead hands on the shelves above scurry about and threaten to knock more jars off the shelves. All the while, our heroes stand at the ready and a floating, transparent head looks on with a worried expression. "Are you sure we shouldn't just leave this room be?" she asks.
I don't think that's possible now.
Yeah, did you forget that we already rolled
Did you
initiative?
Did you forget
past
that this is
No,
D&D,
no, that-
where
that was
anything
the
is possible?
Ghost, I think.
I mean...
Did you also
do you-
forget that the fourth wall is... something
Anyway,
that
we
not
have
aware about?
we have some. Wait, that's mischief. We have some fighting to do.
Oh, shit, I forgot. I'm a child. I forgot I'm
What
a
do
child.
you mean you're a
still.
child?
We got DA.
Oh, that's
I got
right.
de-aged. I
And
forgot
you're
I have
wearing
to talk
green
like
hats.
this.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, the stream crashed and my computer with it, and
had to
and
leave.
Brian had to go. So we just went. Oh, you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna leave it here and pick it up next week. So here we are.
Ready to
He
fight.
is what, 12?
Actually, I think he's only like 14.
Yeah,
you know?
14.
And
So,
wearing
rating?
Gwyn's hat, which is still too big.
Yeah.
There are.
He's not like teeny weeny, but he's not adult.
Yeah, I will say, Jaden's voice doesn't quite hit the voice. Like he was a late bloomer in that regard, in the voice department. So. Yeah, he's gonna sound a little bit like this.
Adorable.
Unfortunately, I don't have any of the numbers still written down. Oh wait, no, I should
the
still
turtles
have
are
them
still-
on the characters.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
turtle is still there.
Yeah, I still have the number. No, I still have health written down on all the figures. Soup.
I already ate my soup.
Ah.
So what? It's Linarek's turn.
Yep, it's Linarek's turn.
Ah, great.
Linerac rolled highest. Or, wait, no.
Lowest.
Again,
Lois?
you could just close the door.
Those two are in the room.
Yeah, you'd have to get them out first, but you can close the door.
Underx just gonna move because I can't actually see anything. I don't want to crowd the door.
You don't want to jump the table.
No, I'm not jumping the table.
I have no idea how much
Walk around
spell
the table.
slots I still have.
It should be on your character sheet, yeah. I think you used everything up, for the most part.
I might have. I don't remember.
We haven't really rested since you sorted.
This is true.
Since I sorted.
Since you fought the sword.
Oh.
And the Rug.
Oh yeah. So that's it for me. I'm
Just
gonna hold my.
running back out?
So I mean, according to this, I still have two
User.
slots. What the? I guess it does. I guess it didn't calculate. Never mind.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it says I have 2 slots remaining, and I'm pretty sure I used those.
How strange.
I am gonna hold a firebolt though.
Oh, until
Oh,
what?
okay.
Until when?
Until I'm sure that I can hit something without hitting my friends. First enemy I see. I'm gonna
Okay.
get got.
All right. Then it is that thing. One of the
Is that me?
tadpoles.
Oh, yeah, I
Um,
forgot. They're not
Creepy
mini
weenies.
sprouts. They are, in fact, gross creepy things.
Slod tadpoles. I don't actually have a picture for this thing, cause
I posted one last week.
yeah, the monster stat sheet actively doesn't have a picture. It has a it has a shadow of a beholder on it, which isn't
Which is
what-
incorrect.
which is not what it looks like. So let's see.
Here, I've got one for you. I will drop
Yeah.
it into our. Whoops, that's not the correct Discord.
So
I almost said
Brian,
that
does a
somebody
24
not
hit
know
you?
what he is.
Yeah. Ouch.
yeah, take 6 damage.
Okay. Oh, I still have temporary. 1, 2, 3.
Which you will have temporary again when your turn comes up.
Okay.
Flop.
Oh
flop.
yeah, Duke gain 1d6 plus.
I still have the 5 temp from last time.
Yeah, it stacks.
Oh, it stacks.
Yeah, that's
There's-
one of the broken things about Twilight Cleric. It stacks.
It doesn't say it doesn't
D6
stack,
plus
so
Usually when you get temporary XP or temporary
do we
hit
have to
points,
roll
unless it
1d6?
says it stacks, it doesn't.
Do we have to roll 1d6 plus whatever?
Yeah,
For each?
yeah. Twilight Cleric does not say that it does not stack.
No,
So
but
it's 1d6 plus what?
not stacking is the default.
okay, I will Google temporary hit points.
It's just whenever you end your turn in the sphere, you gain those temporary hit points.
And the sphere is what?
Some special, some
The
spells
sphere
and
is
special
that
abilities.
big dark blue circle around me, and it will
Your
follow
buffer
me.
against damage.
I cannot
equals
see.
hit points.
I cannot see that. Only Vance and you can see that.
Oh, that is weird. Where did it go? Hold on, let me see
that-
if I
I
can
can still see
get
it.
it to. Yeah, let me see if I can get it to come back.
Is it on a different layer or what's
And
going
can
on?
players see it?
Oh, well, that's really strange. You should be able to see it.
I cannot.
Yeah,
Neither can I.
I realize that. Relax.
We're talking
you see
15,
that?
20 feet here?
It's 30 feet.
Oh,
Can
then
you-
yeah,
can-
no matter
Can
who
you
it is.
see it now?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Strange.
Player permission. C. Save settings. There it is.
Now I can.
There!
Yeah,
There it
now
is.
you can see it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the second one then.
Yeah, please do, because it's green now. Now,
That's better.
excuse me while I look back at the thing.
While Vance is doing that, I'm gonna set up the rolls. 1d6 plus what?
3.
Okay. I mean, I'm all for more temp HP. I am squishy. I am squishy like the jello.
Healing
Please
can't
do not slurp me.
Healing can't restore temporary hit points, and they can't be added together. If you have temporary hit points and receive more of them, you decide whether to keep the ones you have or gain the new ones.
What?
So, no, everyone
They do
isn't
not
just
stack.
gaining exponentially more and more health. Please, stop
But I get to
breaking
go
the
with the
game.
highest.
Yes.
But you do get to go with the highest.
Yes.
So.
You get to choose what you
The wash.
what you throw out and what you keep. If you have 0 hit points, receiving temporary hit points doesn't restore you to consciousness or stabilize you. They can still absorb damage directed at you while you're in that state, but only true healing can save you. Unless a feature that grants you temporary hit points has a duration, they last until they're depleted or you finish a long rest. And that's
So yeah,
the
that's an
thing.
interesting little bit of interaction.
Yeah. So, good we got that cleared up, because otherwise, like,
Otherwise, this is
Aiden-
broken wide
Aiden
open.
would continue to be broken for the rest of the game.
It was still really fun while it lasted, though.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Sorry, kind of spaced while checking something else. Can you give me the short version?
Temp
So,
HP do not add together.
yeah, so when you roll temp HP, you decide if you want the one you roll or the one you have. You can't have both.
But you can possibly roll higher than what you rolled before.
Also,
And
hey,
I think
Kelsey,
there's a
never mind.
Couple
A
spells
one
there's a couple
doesn't hit
spells that do.
anybody.
that actually say that they stack, but those are few and far between. I think it's
True.
like Hero's Feast.
It is Gwyn's turn.
Jaden has become even skinnier if possible, and Moss is small. Would it be
Small.
possible for me to grab both of them by their collars and yoink these two
Only
out?
one at a time.
Damn it.
Even though you have 2 hands?
Well, one of them's holding my staff.
And even
And,
then,
I don't think anybody wants to be hooked around the neck and yoinked that way.
that would trigger an attack of opportunity.
No, it wouldn't.
Forced movement doesn't, even if you're being grappled and are forced to move.
Opportunity. Attack. Now we're looking
Welcome
at that
everybody to Nothing But Edge Cases.
one. Let's
Also, I could use my bonus action and not, and
Yes,
just
but
disengage.
there's an undead hand in the way.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's fair. Someone else moving you does not proc it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess that would count as a shove action.
I guess.
Although, technically, hold on, let me get off of the draw. Wall in way?
There is a wall in the way. Shoving a creature. Welcome to learning about D&D.
Well, if I grab you and pull this way, yoink.
It might work, yeah.
But actually, I was going to grab Jaden first because you move before Jaden does, and there's a creature between you and him.
Fair. And Moth would want Jaden safe before her.
Aw.
So you do have to grapple unless it's like uncontested.
It's uncontested.
Yeah, at this point, Gwyn would free action say, Jaden, come on, we're leaving. And grab him by neck or scarf, whichever is quicker to grab, and just yoink sideways.
I'd say this
Yoink.
because the scarf is significantly bigger around his neck.
Yes, I know, but I don't want to accidentally choke you.
Well,
no,
Linarek, you're
Ah!
Yep, and now it's gonna
Wait,
trigger.
no. Sorry, I wanted to check something. I didn't mean to do that. Ignore that.
there's no phantasmal force going on.
Funny as that would be.
What phantasmal force?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, Linarek, your
The thing triggers, yes.
your thing triggers, and
one of the
oh,
tentacles.
that thing is supremely ugly.
Yeah.
You
Well, that's
just saw
grody.
that?
Kill it. That does not hit.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was the one.
Oh well.
And I hate to ask,
What?
Firebolt can ignite fires as long as the things are not being worn or carried.
Are you lighting the house on fire?
I don't know if you would rule that it automatically triggers or
I rule
not. I'm
that
just letting you know
I rule
that's a
that
thing it
your
can do.
firebolt fizzles out as it lands in a puddle on the floor.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait, I just realized this thing doesn't automatically take away spell slots. You have to keep track of your own spell slots, and I
You-
haven't been doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and do I need
I'm
to
not
roll
gonna-
the thing again?
What thing? Oh
The
yes,
D4.
please do. D4.
Kelsey, I found that out too. Don't worry. I mentioned
Straight teeth!
Oh no, more teeth. Well, Kelsey, it's your turn.
I'm sorry, Kelsey.
Jumping through that door is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Earth Tremor?
Oh, okay.
Possibly negate the teeth issue.
What floor are we on?
The
Oh, we're not on
first.
floor. Okay, that's
We're on the
not as
first
bad.
floor.
Also, since I now know that I have to keep track of my own
Oh,
fucking
thank you.
spell slots, I cast that at first level.
10 feet of you, so
Everything in the room.
everything
and
except this crawling claw right here.
No,
Which
that's
one?
within 10 feet.
Let me get the thing. Okay, everything in the room.
And Jaden.
Ah!
And Jaden.
Why always me?
Jaden, make a dex save.
Ah!
On the plus side, you still
Dex.
have that,
Critical!
Crit! It does
I
not.
was gonna say, on the plus side, you still have, temp HP to work with.
Yep.
I hope.
So
I
what's
just
the
fucking-
what's the number to beat, Kelsey?
The number to beat?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a 13. So 2 of them make it, and the rest of them fail.
The rest of them die.
Yeah.
Okay, then roll damage.
Right. Damage.
A 1d6 and knocked prone.
Okay,
And
right.
also,
like-
please get out of that room.
Yeah. I like to think that Gwen is literally just
Brain, please
Hold-
work. Right.
holding Jaden by the scarf, like holding a cat by the scruff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Brain, please.
What brain problem?
I don't know. Brain just kind of. Brain is. Braining not good? Feel weird?
Okay, you hit 3 of them. Roll a d4.
A D4 now?
Yep, roll a d4.
Weird stuff happening in the
magic
room.
things. That's 2d4.
Sorry, I didn't want. Bleh.
That's okay. Okay. The air becomes heavy and malleable. You can fly now.
Well, this is better than the teeth.
They are telling you to leave the room, however.
I will
you-
absolutely have Jaden yoink you out of that room.
Oh, hey, I'm coming.
That's still in the room, Kelsey.
Wait, oh, fuck.
Does a 15 hit you?
Hold on, what's my armor class? Core. Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out why my measurement tool has suddenly shrunk to a tiny scale for some reason. Let's see. What was it? No, that's +1. That one's +2. Okay.
Got hit with a spell, maybe?
No, you got bitten by a tadpole on your way out. You take 3 damage.
Stupid thing. Fuck.
Do you want me to stab it off of you?
I have claws, no need.
It's not on you. It's not grappled onto you. It just bit you.
Okay. Remember when I stabbed one, bit it off my knife, and then spat it out?
You.
Mm.
That probably didn't taste good.
It didn't, but Jaden has had worse.
Yeah, we mentioned that these two have had worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's still
Okay.
broke.
Yeah, the door is still open.
Close the door.
All right.
Close the door.
She closes it.
Great. Lovely.
You've closed the door?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
door closed.
Now, if we could maybe not do that again.
No promises.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't know what else this stupid place has in store for us.
That's true.
Did anyone search this room? I don't remember.
I was about to say I would like to search this room before we leave.
Okay,
Probably
cool.
take the aura off. Unless anybody else would like temporary HP before I turn this thing off.
Mostly I want permanent HP.
So Jaden, he's
A little
going
short
to.
on that at the moment.
He's going to. Oh wait, you guys are.
Oh my gosh, I can see.
I know. Why did that room go black?
So that room is closed. The door is
Okay.
closed.
Okay. Hold on. There we go. That's what I want. So Jaden opens the door a tiny bit and says,
Jaden!
"No," and says, "You guys suck!" And then just slams the door on him.
The door doesn't have a handle, Brian.
Oh.
Not only that, you are now too short to reach the mechanism that opens the door.
He's that. Whoa! I mean, he's 14. He's not.
It's on a
intimate-
plaque. It's on a plaque
Okay.
over the door.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's a plaque that rotates.
Okay.
Linrek's gonna use Mage Hand to twist it.
Why?
Or aren't we going back in?
No?
You suck.
I just wanted to tell them they suck.
I just want to tell them they suck.
If you people go back in there, I'm going home. Now I'm going to search the room. You maniacs!
Okay, give me a roll.
Glenn, I just
I'm
want to remind
trying.
you, we live in your house.
You live in
Not
my
if
house.
you die in this one.
Basically saying he's gonna abandon us here if we don't behave.
Oh.
I'm not your
Okay.
father, and I don't intend to be.
Yeah, well, if you run out of healing from Gwen, you can always heal using that fancy potion you got last time.
Yeah, I know. I still have it. I'm still nervous about drinking it.
That one down there.
Why
Yeah.
are my rolls not working?
I'm
God,
not touching that
I'm gonna
potion until we
I'm
get
gonna-
Hey!
Finally.
So,
I'm gonna- okay.
funny thing about this room, they have the whole thing about this hidden room, and then they say that there's a shelf along the dining room's west wall. Not the secret room, the dining room. The treasure was right there all along.
Bonk.
There is a small box with the Delphi family crest, a purple eye, engraved on the lid. The box is unlocked. Inside is a bag that contains 150 gold and 3 potions of healing.
How the
Ooh.
fuck did we miss that?
I
Because
don't...
nobody checked the room before we decided to go in the murder room. Also, Roll20 just died. Please hold.
Oh no. That's okay.
You said 150 and 3 healing
150 and 3 healing potions.
I'm gonna throw. Well, I'm gonna put one on the table and slide it across to Moss like I'm behind the bar.
Thank you. How much does a healing? Does a potion of
2d4
healing?
plus 4.
So 2d4 plus 4.
How does the regular healing potion compare to the green potion?
You'd have to drink it to find out.
No, I mean visually.
Oh, these ones are red, that one is green.
Okay.
Otherwise, identical. Roll20 wants to use your microphone. How about Roll20 sucks a dick?
Jeez.
Well, I don't need it. to
Please
use
be
my
warned, we are not censoring ourselves. This is a PG-13 podcast. If
Yeah.
What-
No, I think it's what is it? NR17 at this point?
and what?
MC.
I'm sorry. Where?
17.
Since when did we get to Night City?
Hold on. PG-13 entitles you to 1 F-bomb.
Oh, fine.
And only 1. And I
They
ain't
say
about
the
that.
F-bomb.
Use it well,
Once.
I guess.
Probably just one. I hate to be
use-
that guy, but once or once per. Actually, it would be once per movie. So, given that,
No, you know what I'm gonna say? All right. You know what I'm gonna say?
The room feels like pudding.
Fuck that.
There
All
you
right,
go.
I don't know. All right, it's
We've already broken
it's
it.
like not rated for children. Happy?
Yeah. Yeah.
question because it hasn't come up till now. Is Kelsey just holding on to the money and then we'll divvy it up later?
I'm putting
You
that-
that is
money
something
in-
you should talk to Kelsey about because we have had a lot of discussions about no, this money is mine, screw you.
Do you mean
That
the money?
150 just went in Gwen's pocket.
Talk to Gwen about any money that Gwen has. If Moss finds money on her own and pockets it, no, that money is Moss's until she gets to know you and decides that you're cool, like really valuable to her as something besides like, you know, a tool or a pawn or just somebody useful. When you get to the point that she considers you close friend or family, then she'll think about sharing money with you.
And sometimes even then she won't.
Wow. Okay.
Because she's been stingy with Jaden before, plenty.
No. Okay. Here's the thing.
Fun.
Actually, it's been the other way around. Like, I found something that she wanted, and I requested an equivalent exchange, which basically when it comes to money, it's it's whatever. When it comes to items, that's when like Jaden and Moss are more picky.
Mm-hmm. It's just
Yeah.
how their specific sibling relationship works. But if
Yeah.
Jaden needed money like real bad, she would give up all the money in the world for Jaden in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gwen mostly spends this money on health potions and things to keep people alive. Because
At least
it turns
Linnerick can
out-
read the room and not do this now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it turns out,
Can bring it
3/4
up
of the
later,
party lives in the same house.
You live in my house.
I still love that quote.
Which is like, yeah, it's good, but it's in my head. It's morphed into a variation of "Get the hell out of my house!
No,
Get out of my house!" from friggin' River City Girls. What?
Wait, what'd you say?
he's not rude enough to tell people to leave because he knows they have otherwise no home.
No, it's a reference to a section of River City Girls.
No. What? No. And
So,
she's referring
like,
to Gwen.
I've
She's
just
referring to Gwen.
yeah, I've combined the two jokes
Oh,
Okay.
lovely.
in my head because it's funny.
Is there a door over
Kelsey, no, wait. No, Aiden's roll 20 is
Bork.
The bad.
borked again. Yes, there's a
Okay.
door over next to Linnerick.
We're
That
waiting
would
for
have been my next question, but shat the bed.
yeah, we're waiting for it to unbork.
Oh no, keep going. I'll catch up.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, let's open this
So-
door then,
here? Okay.
very
You first,
carefully.
You first, Linnerick. We don't want more murder.
This large kitchen is in poor condition. Flies cover foul-smelling messes of several meals stacked on a work table in the middle of the room.
Ugh.
Okay, and closing the door again. Like, yeah, nope, nope.
I'm going in.
Jaden?
I'm going in. There might be
We
something
need
in
to
there.
figure out where the basement door is somehow.
Ugh.
I mean, you can't lie, Moss. We've been in worse places.
Doesn't mean I like to be around rotting food.
You live in my house.
You fuck.
Even if we have rooted through the trash, we try and pick out the good stuff.
Yep. And I'm going to.
I'm glad they were
investigate.
establishing that Jaden and Moss live in Gwen's house now, because I have to have a thing to talk about that later.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
So
I've
there's not
investigated.
much of value in here. It's either stuff to make food, gross leftover food. There's a chimney, but it can only fit like a
Oh, important.
tiny person.
Hey,
Weird
Moss.
And
Yeah.
various foodstuffs.
Do you want to investigate the chimney?
On it.
I'm back.
You are not a
Boy.
tiny person.
I'm a tiny kobold.
You're not tiny.
You're
You're small.
Hmm.
I'm saying tiny class creatures.
I see.
Oh.
You have to be like an inch tall,
Okay.
Darn.
or I don't actually know what the size is for a tiny creature,
Fairy-
is
wouldn't
anything
fairies
up
count?
to is
But-
anything
Bears
up
would
to a
count, and they're
foot.
6 inches tall.
Okay, 6 inches tall. So, my
I wish
point
I'd be a
is,
fairy.
there are easier ways to get on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing up there.
Also,
Okay.
we don't need to be Santa right now.
Yes.
Can I investigate? Actually, somebody else probably should.
I already did.
Investigate what?
This room.
I
You
already
did.
I
There's
know,
not
right?
much. There's not much of value in here.
All
I-
right.
I prefer your kitchen and your cooking.
You're in
I
the
was just
pantry.
Very carefully.
Man.
Oop.
Again, there's nobody in here.
Make more potato chowder. We get home.
Yeah.
There's
And
no-
reluctantly
Oh, wait,
follow.
shit, there's a staircase.
did. Ooh.
Hey, it's a staircase. Let's move
Fucking
to
finally.
a different floor, shall we?
Hold on.
What?
Should we
They found the basement.
first?
Should we what?
Investigate this room first?
There isn't
Yeah,
much.
you know what?
There isn't much of you. There isn't much of value up here either.
It's
Okay.
transitory.
Yes.
Okay.
Waiting to be swooped, Dungeon Master.
Watch
me.
me swoosh right in.
Engagement us.
Swoosh, swoosh.
Gosh dang, swoosing.
I'm swooshing right in.
Y'all, you're swoosing too fast. Wait, how the heck?
What?
How are there two of Gwyn now?
How the fuckity duck?
She learned the shadow clone jutsu.
He.
I said he.
I heard he.
Now there are no Gwyn.
No, I said he.
There are less Gwyn, significantly less, half as many Gwyn as there was a second ago.
He's half of his former self.
Oh no. Okay, this room is farther in the book than before.
Right. Okay, I now remember how I voiced older Jay.
Why am I sensing this is a high level area?
He's
The
more like
faint-
this.
Supposed to be here yet.
and
The faint,
I'm more like this
Before we
now.
open that
Gosh,
door,
dang it.
before we walk through that wall.
the faint aroma of grapes fills the air in this cellar. 4 large wine casks stand against the west wall, a fine layer of dust covering each of them. The 3 wine racks to the south are empty. Ignore this door entirely. I don't know why it's here.
Can I still make a perception check?
Yes.
Hold on.
I smell wine.
Fuck.
I smell wine. I want to drink wine.
No, you're not while you're like this.
You're
You're underage.
smiled. You are
Yeah.
smiled? You are a child.
I am gonna bonk all of y'all. Before we
I'm-
go,
I am 19.
Right now, your body is 14. You can't have wine.
can I ask the question that I've been trying to ask for a while now?
Sure.
Who here has dark vision?
Me?
Me.
Looking at Linarek.
Yeah, I actually don't
You do?
have
I
that.
was gonna say.
You are- You are in luck because the walls are lit by continual flame spells.
So it's actually dark in here.
There is nowhere in the mansion that is dark.
That's probably for the best.
Ignore that freaking if there's anything in this adventure that I take offense to, it is that door. Why the hell would you have a secret entrance and have a normal freaking door 20 feet to the south? What is this garbage?
But now you told us there's a secret entrance.
You should know there's a secret entrance. You have clues that tell you there's a secret entrance.
Like what?
You got it from, like, a note from the Hook Horror butler.
Yeah.
You got a locket. You got told the password by the Nothic upstairs.
I
This
forgot
is-
what the password was.
That's what the locket's for, Brian.
Okay.
Is it somewhere in table talk?
It's
or-
a good thing that these are that I have.
It was just earlier today, guys.
Yeah, guys. It was within the
Earlier-
last few hours, totally.
It's like Krakenol or something.
Krakenol. How about you use the locket?
I used the locket because I was.
So
one
the
that got it.
locket speaks the password for you, Farl Frack, which is deep speech for forever changing. The wine cask opens up and you can see into a room beyond it.
Damn, do that in my house.
See, it would make sense if the obvious door was trapped.
It's not even mentioned in the freaking book.
Then what's the goddamn point?
I know, right?
This is the problem with modules.
Yeah, well, they have this is a large book.
Nice to see you two are bonding over DM frustrations.
Look, most like the vast majority of this book is very good. This
Well,
that door and the next adventure, I take issue with.
Before
Oh,
we
boy.
go through that door, do we want to start stealthing?
Probably.
So does that mean I roll stealth?
Yes.
I should hope so.
I just
Oh
read.
my god, I
the...
actually got a good stealth roll.
Woohoo!
Oh, I should be doing a stealth roll then.
Everybody can
by the
do a
way,
stealth roll.
I'm invisible.
I just read what
Oh my
Aiden
god.
said.
You are invisible.
Didn't jinx it.
Linaric's gone. There was no Linaric.
Lineric? What's a Lineric?
The fuck's the Linaric?
Isn't that one of those?
Wow!
Wow! Wow! Jaden's like, I'm a child. Nobody knows what a child is.
Come here. Guess I have to save you this time.
And Gwen doesn't. Gwen's not that great either.
Gwen is just too.
Gwen, stop
wrapped
tripping
up
over the
in-
wine caskets.
Well,
Is one of these caskets full? I need a drink.
I'm gonna say yes. You don't have a way to like. You don't have a. Do you have a container to put stuff in?
I have a mouth.
So by the way, I just read the messages saying on Gwen's list to buy on Gwen's buy list 2 child leashes.
Jeez.
Linaric's
Oh.
not supposed to be stealthy.
Hi, Ghost.
Hi.
Well,
I guess.
I guess I should reveal the next room, huh?
Mhm.
Sure.
Feel free to move yourselves through the secret passage. 4 wooden pews face a stone statue in the middle of this torchlit chamber. The statue has a roughly bipedal shape and is carved to look like it's coming undone, like a frayed rope. Its form is covered with mouths and outstretched tongues. Standing before the statue are 4 purple-cloaked figures, their faces hidden by cowls. They are writing on pieces of paper and muttering to each other, oblivious to your presence. So, despite the fact that I just said that they're standing, where do I keep all my gosh dang pictures? It's around here somewhere. They're actually sitting in the pews. Thank you, Rick.
Get away from the pew that I was going to hide behind.
Thank you, Rick. They are oblivious to your presence.
Hold on.
And whoever
Uh,
whoever entered this room first, roll me a d4.
Yeah. Fuck.
They really should
That
have
would be
given me
me.
more surges
That would
than
be
this.
me. That would definitely be me.
Okay.
Pepper is out in the hallway screaming.
So 2. Well then, everyone else, please give me a dex save through the wall, through the door.
All right.
Sorry?
Save?
Dex
Dex
save
save.
as you enter the room.
9.
You're
I'm
good.
so sorry.
Everything's coming up, Linaric.
Clearly.
Oh, the deck save you said?
Yep, dex save. Give me
Yeah.
a dex save. Gwen takes
Yeah.
4 damage.
Okay, hold on.
Bit
dex
by
save.
a secret mouth door.
Temp health is
Hot
still
dang!
active.
Woo!
Well,
We athletic as fuck, boy.
mhm.
Okay. Now, who's the last through the door?
Probably Gwen.
Okay. Roll me a d4.
Why?
Another one goes off.
Is this the one with the fisheye lens?
Mm. No, this is the one where you can walk in the air.
Oh, this is the one
What-
where you can fly.
This is the
Wouldn't
one
this
with the
alert-
pudding air.
Wouldn't this alert them to our presence?
No. These have been going off all day.
Ah, fair.
This is just how these people live.
Yeah. They're
God, you live
again,
like
they
this,
are
man?
they are
I
oblivious
was
to your
just thinking
presence.
What in the
We're
world?
just gonna lean over and should I put them to sleep?
I'm not sure.
It's
I-
my last first level spell. Your choice.
What if they can counterspell?
They'd have to see you first.
They'd have to know I'm here.
Don't you have a spell scroll?
Of sleep? Oh boy, howdy I do.
Now might be the time to use it.
Okay.
Shit, wasn't I also given a spell scroll?
Let's see.
Did I write it down?
Where did I put
I
that?
believe you found quite a few spell scrolls. I only have the ones for sleep and where was it?
I know that I took
All
the one
right.
for
Yeah,
Arms of
okay.
Hadar. I know that I took the one for Arms of Hadar.
I have the spell scroll for sleep and Crown of Madness.
And I had Dimension Door.
I'm going behind Moss because every time you cast that, I fall asleep.
I mean, he's right.
Okay. So, that. Yep, I'm gonna drop it right.
Right here?
Yup.
Okay. Then roll the health.
Hold on, it is 5d8, so give me a second.
Yep. 28. Let me.
With the lowest health.
Yep. Let me check real quick.
Wait, oh shit, that means I'll probably fall asleep.
Nope. I moved
Creatures
it
of your
so
choice.
you would not fall asleep.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's not creatures of choice. It is just whoever has the lowest health.
3 of them fall asleep. The last one is still oblivious to you, as he is still studying.
Do you want to bop him on the head?
Real quick,
And
what is around that looks to be about 5-10 pounds?
Not
Oh.
a whole lot.
you're
you're
going to clock him, aren't you?
Yeah, they have all their own stuff. Like, I'd say the paper and the parchment and quills that they had, maybe an inkwell amongst them, but not really all that much, as they've mostly brought their own materials.
Note to self: bring flasks.
I can always.
Weirdly enough-
I mean, you do
weirdly
have a
enough-
potion.
Hold on. Just hand Linarek my water skin. Weirdly enough, a water skin is 5 pounds.
There you go.
I was going to try
Okay.
to give this guy a potion, but okay.
I mean,
I don't think that's a good idea.
they don't even know you're there,
Yeah, I was going to.
and no one's trying to cross the room.
Well, not yet.
Okay.
Look, I rolled a 9 stealth, dude. I do not need a door flying open and Eldritch Abominations coming in.
Fun
point.
idea. Fun idea. But okay. Also, that statue's looking pretty wicked.
Once this last guy's out, I'd maybe like to roll an investigation and perception check on that thing.
Or, religion.
That
Or
too.
maybe even Arcana.
So, Linarek, what are you doing?
I was gonna take out the remaining awake one.
Are you going to bash him over the head with a water skin? Because that's going to be really funny.
That doesn't. Okay, that 8 stealth doesn't count. I accidentally clicked that.
Would like
I
to remind you that spells do lethal damage no matter what.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
It would be a shame to destroy your water skin. Can we try to sneak around these guys instead?
If you insist. I was kind of hoping we could, like, bop him on the head or something.
Yes, but I don't want to destroy your water skin.
Hey, Jaden, give me a perception check.
Can... Trying to decide if, like,
Brian?
somebody can just
Oh, sorry. What?
block
Me?
him.
Yes, give me a perception check.
Oh.
You
21.
see the last guy who isn't asleep actively look up and then look over at you and then go back to studying.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
I
Hello?
think we can just go through.
He waves you off.
Oh, okay.
Guess he's a devoted scholar.
I've had nights like that. Yeah, let's go. I'm not going to
Is anyone
cross the room. I'm going to
inspecting-
go around.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
gonna
about
pause
to
and
do
do
a-
an arcana check. I'm gonna pause and do an arcana check on
Who's
the statue.
touching the statue?
Not physically touching it, because I don't need to put my hands on something that could be deadly.
Hello, me doing arcana check.
You're touching the statue?
Doing an arcana check at least.
Answer just yes or no, please.
Yes.
Okay, give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Yep, wisdom save.
Okay, oh no, this is gonna be awful.
Actually, you're good. The statue attempted to do a psychic damage on you.
But you're too smart.
So you can tell that this statue amplifies the eldritch surges that occur throughout the house, and it is destructible.
Can I try another religion check on this thing?
Okay.
I realized that 8 didn't do jiddly knack.
And the 6 didn't do much either. You still know, you still can tell that this is a statue of Krokulmar.
Despite being a cleric, for some reason I don't have proficiency in religion.
Or at least Kelsey can tell this is a statue of Krokulmar.
Fuck.
I don't know who Krokulmar is.
Guys?
Right. Okay. You've been told a couple of times. The name Krokulmar has been mentioned a couple times. It is a being from the
Eldritch
far.
Lord from beyond the stars.
Yeah, it's a being from the far realms.
Hey guys. We
And
might want
that Markos Delphi, the man you've been sent to find, has been doing
Creepy things.
experiments trying to talk to this thing.
Ah. Well, I don't know about you guys, but that door smacks of like big important shit. So I think Gwen is going to go over to this door. Very carefully push that open. Also, this guy, the dude isn't trying to stop us? I'm
No.
confused. I'm really confused. Okay.
Moss is gonna look at the statue, look back at the guy,
He's studying it.
take a moment to think, and then cautiously walk over to the door. She has plans to come back and destroy the statue, but for now, she's not gonna take any chances in case that guy knows
In this
knows
room,
magic to take.
4
out.
severed heads and 3 headless bodies lie on the floor of this room, which also contains 4 small crates in the far corner. One of them, the disembodied head, happily informs you, "Hey, that's me!" Oh.
I
Wow.
I would like to say I'm happy for you, but I'm very much not.
I'm just going to go ahead and go back over here.
I am like stepping around. I'm just gonna like check the crates.
Hey, wait a second! One of my friend's heads is missing. Oh, wait, no, wait, that's the head. One of the bodies is missing.
That is,
That's not.
Oh.
That's something.
I hope there's a way to bring us back from the dead.
There
Maybe
might not be a
later.
way to bring you all back from the dead.
Maybe later.
Maybe.
And even if there is a way, it's probably going to be costly.
Okay. So you're checking the crates.
Yeah.
So you find one contains a set of gold-plated cups and plates worth 200 gold.
Nice.
Another one contains a wand of magic missiles hidden in a pile of straw.
Yoink.
Yeah, I was gonna immediately like Linarek here.
The third
Why
contains.
did I give that to Linarek?
I don't know.
Somebody else should probably have this, because Linarek knows magic missile, correct?
Yes, but if I don't have to spend spell slots on magic missile, I can spend it on other things.
That's true.
The third crate contains
Okay, go.
20 days worth of edible rations. And the final crate contains a dozen torches and 3 flasks of alchemist fire.
Just a moment before anybody else sees that crate. Okay. Hey, Moss, come here.
Get in the box.
Uh,
Stuff her in the box.
these-
No, I'm kidding.
No.
I thought it was funny.
Hand Moss the bottles of alchemist fire. Don't set these off in this room. Have fun.
Thank you. Remind me how many bottles?
3.
I think?
3 bottles of alchemist. 3 flasks of alchemist fire.
And some torches.
You're giving me the torches too?
Why not?
And how many torches was that?
Oh, a dozen.
12?
12 torches.
It's a lot of torches.
It's a storage closet. Oops.
And 200 gold, half of which I'm yeeting at Jaden. I'm just sort of liquidating assets right now.
Wait, how much, what'd you give me?
I'm
They're
giving
cups
you
and
100 gold.
you're getting cups and plates worth 100 gold.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. I'm not in the room, though, because I'm having a panic attack.
They're being set aside, though.
Poor
Well,
child
yeah, it is a little
Jaden.
disgusting in here.
And that's a standard wand of magic missile, 7 charges.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Making sure.
Wand of magic missiles.
Is it alright if Moss does a medicine check on the bodies and the heads just to see what exactly happened?
Give me a
They were
medicine check.
beheaded.
Yeah. that part's obvious.
No big surprise.
No.
Ah, yeah, they were beheaded. Their heads were removed.
Hmm.
The head was surgically removed and placed aside for later.
Huh.
Some of them
Luckily
have
enough, I'm not
Gwyn.
proficient, I just have a higher
Yeah,
stat.
Gwyn is able to tell that a couple of these died of not getting their heads cut off. That was done later.
Mm. But why
So,
would they
yeah.
save the heads and bodies? What exactly is going on?
Well, it's a lot harder to raise the dead if you don't have the head.
Exactly.
Yeah, without a mostly complete body, you know, it gets a lot more expensive.
On the plus
Yeah.
side, it's easier to make a demi-lich.
Huh. But also,
Huh.
if it's a sacrifice, it's a really odd sacrifice.
Hey, dunno.
Just
Maybe somebody just wanted to get ahead.
Boo.
Gwen.
I've got to make light of a bad situation or I'm going to put myself under the barrel tap again.
Look, maybe somebody
Oh,
doesn't
fair.
like necking. I'm
No.
not helping, am I?
Stop.
Look,
Well-
I'm dead. I have to be able to enjoy it, otherwise I get sad.
I suppose
Fair.
it's really hard to be
That's
sad
fair.
when you don't have any of your glands or anything.
Jaden is opening this door, by the way.
Okay.
We should probably get after him.
Oh shit, you're right. Jaden! Jaden, wait for me!
Oh, an anteroom.
You're not doing anything with the statue?
Not yet.
Okay. This dusty room contains 4 unlocked wooden trunks, each of which contains 4 dark purple silk robes.
Please, at least one of these be in my size.
They're not, but you can wear it anyway. I will not induce disadvantage for wearing clothing robes that are too big.
Fine, but Moss is still
Robes that are too big.
Moss is still gonna be upset that nothing is ever in kobold size.
I mean, I could always, like, fit it for you when we get home.
Please.
Sure.
I think this would look awesome
They are
on
kind of
the
like
robe.
cultist robes.
Yeah, but we could always tailor them into something else that is less cultisty and looks cooler.
Linnerick, you following?
I am following.
Uh,
I don't want to go back to that room.
Don't
really
plan
don't
to.
wanna-
we're not gonna make you, Jaden.
Okay.
Anyway, here, have some cups and plates. I promise they're clean and they've not touched any dead bodies.
Oh,
That's
thanks.
That's
guess I'll
concerning
follow.
that you felt the need to specify.
If you need me to use distort value on them when we get home, I can do that.
Alright. Hopefully I could stop being a kid after all this blows over.
I'm sure once we get home, it'll wear off. That's how
Yeah.
your wild magic usually works, isn't it?
Yeah,
As far as we've seen.
yeah.
Anyway, help me with this. God, it's so big on me. They never make anything in kobold size.
I mean, I don't think I have a sewing kit here, so I can't really fit it for you right now. I have to do it at home.
I know. Just help me get it somewhat presentable.
Okay. I roll the bottoms and the sleeves, and I don't know. That's the best I could do. That's the best I could do right now.
It probably still looks like it's swallowing her up.
Yeah.
Stupid hood. Can't freaking see.
Next time, I would like to get needle and thread, as like just buy that
A
and then
sewing
put that in my.
kit?
And
a
become
sewing kit?
proficient in it.
Yeah, but you're not proficient in
Yeah.
sewing kits, are you?
We'll have to figure out a way to get him proficient in sewing.
And you know, like reading, among other things.
Moss is working on it.
Hey, look. Jaden can just barely read at this point, which is good enough. He has to sound it out.
Every time we end an adventure, we can roll. We can do a roll and see how much more Jaden progresses in reading.
Anyway, we should probably. Is this?
Does
There's
Moss
a door
have
here.
horns? Moss doesn't have horns. No, the way she's drawn is how she is. She has more like. She's more like. Think of a horned lizard. Where it's not horns, it's more like spikes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gwen's just gonna pull up the hood a little and prop it back on her spikes so she can see.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway,
What are
is
you
there a door
doing?
in front of us?
There is.
Okay,
Are,
well,
are
do that
we
one now.
are we all enrobening?
We have been enrolled.
Yes, we are all enrobening.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm
Oh,
enrobing.
purple's never been my color, but all right.
I mean, there's a reason there are
You
these
are
boxes
dressed
that
up
we
as
rolled.
cultists.
Oh, okay.
Well, yes, but oh, Lady Tamora, it's just a prank.
That's a way to put it.
That's just how I'm. At this point, this is how Gwen is justifying it to himself.
What, this is all a prank?
Yeah.
Wait, you know what? I do have a disguise kit though, so wouldn't that mean that there would be like some tailoring stuff with that too?
Not necessarily.
Not for disguise.
Regardless,
There might be like safety pins and stuff, but that's probably it.
Okay, you see.
iron brackets bolted to the walls hold 4 sputtering torches that cast this otherwise empty room in a dim light. On the far side of the room, a spiral staircase descends into darkness. From below, you hear a human voice chanting in a blasphemous tongue.
Alright. That's not good.
Oh boy.
I'm hoping
can
it's not celestial.
Can I do a
It is not.
wisdom check?
Is it in any language we understand?
Unlikely.
What, Dad? I'll be right back, guys.
Dollars to donuts is probably
I'm
decent.
sorry. I'll be right back. I have to do dishes real quick.
Okay.
Commercial break. This campaign brought to you by Thin Mints.
Oh, by the way, I got one more new button, specifically just for this campaign or any campaign where Ginny becomes younger again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets yeeted,
Gosh, dang it.
Why did you wait until Kelsey was gone?
Gosh, dang it, Brian.
I hope you bring this kind of energy to my campaigns.
oh, trust me, I will.
Ah, yes, I kind of
boy.
live for the chaotic gremlin energy.
If I was totally like, no, on one hand, I could totally have another character of mine come in from a different universe, considering he never really found his end goal in Aiden's campaign.
Which one?
Web and Glass.
Yeah, he never really did.
Yeah. And that he just sort of went off screen and then never really worked out his stuff. This song is longer than I thought it was. Or
Good music?
have you not been listening to Jaunty Gumption?
I haven't been able to hear it, dude.
That's really weird. I don't know what to tell you.
It
But
does not appear to be playing.
the problem is that Web and Glass is absolutely a wizard, and I don't entirely jive with the you don't get all your spells back when you should kind of thing. I get it, it's supposed to be interesting and all that, but I really prefer being able to do stuff when I need to, not, you know, running around with empty pockets.
I'll be right back.
Fair.
It makes me feel bad. It does the feel bads. I mean, I get
for what it's worth, this is going to be a more wealthy campaign.
yeah, but I still get the feeling I'm going to be running around like I have empty pockets half the time anyway, because Fighter doesn't exactly get the coolest stuff in the world, but yeah. I get the feeling that everyone's going to go downstairs. Would you like me to tell you what's up with this temple room up north beforehand?
No, because we were gonna come back through and destroy that statue on the way out the door.
Well, doing things downstairs will likely disable the statue anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, Kelsey. Brian just left.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We were just talking about things and stuff.
Also, I'd like to remind everyone that we are just a bunch of friends having fun.
Yes.
Sorry. And if there's anything we can do better, it's good to let us know, but don't be a jerk about it. Because at the end of the day, we are just goofy friends having goofy fun.
I also apologize to chat because I haven't been looking. I tend not to look at chat because I don't have a screen in order to do that.
He only has 2 screens, and he uses them both for things, right?
Yes. My left screen is what the players see, and what goes up on the stream. I'm also explaining this so that anyone who's watching this after the fact also knows, because this is going on YouTube. Everything on the right screen is what I see, so that's where I look things up, where I mess with the map, where I put out all the dudes, look up rules, all sorts of things.
He doesn't really have any room for chat to go.
Yeah, that is a problem. Because if I do, even if I like pop chat out, then it's its own thing. Then it's taking up some amount of screen real estate, and I can't see what I'm doing. I would put it on the actually I might pop it out and put it on the left. Let me see something real quick.
Oh, which reminds me, I would be interested in reading the comments about.
Wait, no, it's not.
Hey, Kelsey, come back.
But
Welcome back.
Hey, Kelsey, you want to hear? You want to hear young Jaden getting yeeted?
Gosh, dang it!
God dang it! Why?
What were you saying? What were you saying, Duke?
You actually didn't share your channel with me, which means I can't check the comments about Winter Egg myself. So
I haven't gotten any comments.
TLDR.
I haven't gotten any comments.
Cool.
He's a pretty small channel.
Yeah. I've mostly gotten views. That's what I can tell. And YouTube hasn't yelled at me and said, "Hey, you got to comment on this video." So I don't know. As far as I know, I haven't gotten any comments. Anyway, we should probably get back to where we were.
I keep forgetting I have a Hadoken button.
You have a Hadoken button? Does it go Hadoken?
Why wouldn't he have a Hadoken button? It's Brian.
Hadoken! There you go. See, I got the old crispy one. Hadoken!
Wait, play that one and then Jaden getting yeeted.
Okay. Hadoken!
There you go.
It was nice to know him.
Yep. Anyway, where were we?
Oh, wait.
I got...
Moss and I were about to do a religion check
Guys, hold on.
creepy chanting before we went downstairs.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I thought of something funnier than the Hadoken and Jaden screaming.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Get a load of this.
Yeah, good play. There we go.
Gosh dang it.
Where the fuck is religion? There's religion.
Okay.
Gwen did better than me. Okay.
When brain finally kicked in.
So
here.
you can't... You can tell that this is deep speech, and it is likely calling to an entity named Krokulmar.
All right.
Let me figure out.
He's summoning a aberration from beyond the stars.
Did we know that already?
Kind of.
We just didn't know that was what. I mean, yeah.
How far he had gotten.
Yeah, it sounds like he's getting pretty far.
We go kick his ass.
Like shotgun. Let's go.
Okay.
Yep. Ass kicking time.
So you head down the stairs.
Time.
Time for an aspic.
Time for jam. Sorry.
Shove it down his throat and choke him.
Oh shit! Hold on. How do I? And here we go.
Wait, where have you been yeeted? Where are we being yeeted?
Down here.
Downstairs.
Beneath the house.
Oh
dear. This is a boss room if I've ever seen one. This is a boss room if I've ever seen one.
The staircase leads to a roughly circular cave that is empty and unlit. Opposite the stairs, through a 12-foot wide archway, you see a similar cavern lit by purple light, emitting from 4 large crystals jutting out from the floor. All crystals flicker in concert with the chanting that echoes throughout the caves. The chants come from a sallow, dark-robed figure. Sorry. Let me just...
I have a question.
From a sallow, dark-robed figure who stands near the edge of a circle of arcane runes inscribed on the floor. The figure recites an eldritch passage from a book, then carefully sets the book atop a wooden crate near the back wall. The figure turns toward the circle, wherein kneels a headless body in plate armor. A slug-like creature has attached itself to the body's neck, almost like a makeshift head. The slug's form is covered with mouths and eyes that open and close in and out of existence.
It's Ouroboros.
No.
A Resident Evil Ouroboros.
This is very noble.
Yeah.
This is very,
I got a question. What does it take to restore your spell slots?
Short or long.
a long rest.
Wait, is short rest or long rest?
Short rest for warlocks and I believe sorcerers?
Wizards also get half of their level back in spell slots.
Can I take a short rest before we do this?
Hold on, I want to make sure I'm not telling you bullshit beforehand.
Because I have no magic, and I
Sorcerers
feel like we
don't
might
get
need...
things back on long rest until they hit the capstone.
Wait, what?
It is
I
a
am trying to
bit
verify
late for
this.
all that.
Son of a bitch.
Well, past that.
There's a donkey on.
Yeah, it's
There's
a
a
long
donkey
rest, I'm
over
sorry.
there. There's
What
a
the
donkey on that spell circle.
Don't worry about it, okay?
No, leave the donkey there.
Don't worry about it.
Leave the
think I
donkey
missed
there.
Shut up.
What just happened?
Nothing just happened.
Why are you giggling?
Because of the figures I've decided to use.
A Rick?
He's using the donkey in the spell circle. It's so silly.
Gosh, Bart. Oh my
like-
I've
gosh.
heard of making an ass of yourself, but this is
He's
One of the.
ridiculous.
It was because I just imagine Rick Steele being like freaking, your soul shall be damned as I summon this mighty beast. Hi guys.
Dang it. Gosh, dang it.
The only icon I'm seeing in the circle is Rick.
No.
No,
okay,
Rick is next to the circle. Screw it.
You removed it. Never mind.
Yep, it's Chungus
was
now.
gonna- Okay.
It's Chungus now. Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah, shit. Now I'm not laughing anymore. No, I'm still laughing a little bit. Okay.
Gosh, dang it, Brian.
Initiative. Got 12.
Oh no, Moss!
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no, all of us.
Oh,
Rip.
Oof.
Rip.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
Can we roll initiative and advantage?
No. No.
Damn it.
Why?
No, that's a specific class feature. You don't have it.
Ah, damn it. I was only recommending it because we're so far away.
No.
Okay.
No, we've been noticed.
Gosh, dang it. So, da-ba-da. I only rolled once, and I meant to roll twice. Of course, they roll the same frickin' thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hang-da-dum-ba-dum-ba-doo.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Don't like that.
Yeah. Let me see. Where am I?
Here.
This is one of these, is the thing that I should have been reading up beforehand.
Souls will be damned. Hi,
I
guys.
really don't. I really don't want to hurt the dude.
We don't really have a
the
choice.
Dude.
I mean, he's already dead. What's the worst that can happen?
Not the one on the floor. The other guy.
So, the fragment of Krokulmar writhes atop the stump of a neck that is the armored body. That's what it does.
Oh.
Okay.
Markos Delphi uses his bonus action to continue the ritual. That's what he does.
Okay.
Now it's
Wait,
Jaden's
so
turn.
So this is the
Killed
guy. So Marco, isn't he the guy that caused all this?
Markos is
Like-
the man that you've been hired to,
We're being paid extra money to bring him back alive.
Oh shit.
And
We'll bring-
preferably not controlled by being from beyond the stars, so I
Alright.
think
Really wish we didn't waste that
and
good
not
smoke.
only that, the book is about right here.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have to go through him.
Well, you know what?
or just like maybe tell him to maybe stop.
You can
You really
you can
think
try
an
that,
eldritch
certainly.
controlled man is going to listen to you saying stop? Listen to yourself, Gwyn.
Okay.
Jaden
Wha-
is very persuasive.
I am going up here.
Let me see real quick. How big is this text?
Hold on. Let me see. Oh, sorry, I started over here. Give me a second. I am going to see what I could do. Shit. Where the hell is my sheet?
Oh,
Missing
that's
my
strange.
ashes. Okay, what
It's
is the
there, but it's not showing up. So I'm gonna try it again anyway.
what's the range of a short bow?
I believe it goes out to like 90 or 120. It goes out pretty far.
Okay, so I'm not going to shoot him yet, but I am aiming my bow and arrow at him.
Yeah, that's not showing up for some reason. That's really weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just trying to apply a piece of text on the screen that says, "You can certainly try."
Okay.
Wait, who are you shooting?
Well, I'm not shooting anybody yet, but I'm
Okay.
aiming my bow at this guy
All right.
in an attempt to shoot his shoulder. But I'm not going to shoot yet because I'm going to try to reason
Mm-hmm.
with. Should I? Hold on.
He's
looking
looking
not
not that great.
He's looking
So
not that
he
great.
already looks bad.
He looks like portrayed to the right of the map.
Well, yes.
He looks like that.
Vance. He looks like the bad guy from the Smurfs.
Yeah, he does look like Gargamel.
He looks like Gargamel.
He totally looks like Gargamel.
Gosh, he do look like Gargamel.
Way to undercut that body horror, Kelsey.
Oh, well, A, it was Aiden.
God,
B, I already undercut it by putting the freaking donkey picture up for Krokulmar.
Gargamel.
If they didn't want you to use the donkey
Gargamel,
picture, they
it
should have
was-
included a token.
Yeah, Gargamel shall Gargamel shall summon Krokulmar to get the Smiths. So I have my bow pointed at him, and I'm going to say, it with a not perception, persuasion check.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Holy shit.
Holy mackerel!
Please stop what you're doing. I don't want to have to shoot you.
He does pause and like put his hand to his head, but otherwise continues.
Oh, we tried.
Damn it.
He is lightly shaking.
I mean, it's something.
Damn it. That persuasion is an action, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's it then.
Yes. It is Gwyn's turn.
Come on, computer, don't shit the bed now. Rolling a religion or arcana check at this point would kind of be my action, wouldn't it?
Arcana.
Vance, I'm just asking
Yes,
if that would
yes
be
it would.
Okay. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to make an intuitive leap here and assume that we don't want this thing on the ground to get up.
No.
So I'm going to shoot
I mean,
the wiggly worm thing.
The wiggly worm thing.
The wiggly,
The wiggly worm thing.
Or I'm at least going to try.
What are you hitting the wiggly worm thing with?
Guiding bolt.
Okay. What does it do?
Well, it's a spell attack if I can ever get any of my rolls to go off. Looking at you, roll 20, and judging harshly.
It is using its squirming. You have if you have a roll to hit, it has disadvantage. And that doesn't hit.
Oof.
Oh, I missed.
Brian, I'm gonna come over there.
Look, I do it to Kelsey and I do it to myself. So.
Well, then it's Lyric's turn.
All right. Cool. I'm going to.
Aiden, roll a d4. Alter self?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Natural weapons.
Okay.
Because the d6 is greater than my dagger. And it lasts an hour, so why not? Because we want to take this guy alive, and because it's going to be a weapon attack, I can actually do non-lethal.
You do have to get there first.
Yeah, but it lasts an hour.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
floor. The air is super gross.
Mm.
It also becomes difficult terrain, so you all move at half speed.
Shit.
I asked if you
And then
wanted to
I'm
deal
gonna
with the
move up.
statue.
To here. Or, since I cast a spell, would that cause another d4?
Yes. Which
What?
one is that again?
I
Okay.
think that's the fish eye.
Yeah, things have creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls. As
Like that.
illusions. Okay.
Lovely.
It's Kelsey's turn. When she gets back.
Want to put some goofy music and then switch back to this music when she gets back?
Nah. It's spooky music.
Toll the Dead probably would have been a better bet.
Might have been. I mean, it hasn't been injured yet.
Yeah, I know, but it's still a D8.
Yes. If you do make that Arcana check, you will get a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
I figured I'd
Will
tell
it
you.
stop fucking wiggling?
It wouldn't be an Arcana check on that, that's for sure. There are 4 things within this room that are also important. Also, it is no longer difficult terrain, so you can move normally. It was only like that for Lenarek, I guess.
Yeah.
But Lenarek didn't move.
No, Lenarek moved.
I did move.
Oh.
I cast the spell and then I moved.
I see.
So. But it's
I was
fine.
told
That's
too
as
much
far as I
to
would have
see.
moved anyway.
Kelsey's back.
Goodbye,
Kelsey's
Pepper.
back.
Yeah, and
Kelsey's back?
your movement, your movement is not hindered anymore.
Yes. Until the next spell is cast. And then, who knows? Kelsey? Maybe we were wrong and she is not back.
I think y'all might have just heard me go, "Blah."
I heard her say it while you were talking at the same time, so I was confused.
Back. Okay, so I
Kelsey,
want
so
to try
you're,
something, and I don't know how useful or successful it'll be, but
just so
We
you know,
support you.
your movement is not hindered anymore.
okay. So I want to use my smoke grenade.
Hey, you still have that? Wow.
Wow.
I want to use my smoke grenade
Okay.
to obstruct vision around here, I guess. Would it reach around... How far would it reach?
You would have to do a strength check for that, I think, because you have to yeet it.
Do you have any, like, information about that?
Mm, cloud smoke that creates a heavily obscured area in a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So, feel free to mark a place where your 20-foot radius goes.
And it can be thrown up at a point up to 60 feet away.
So,
There we go.
choose a point up to 60 feet away where your 20-foot radius is.
So would it go... Hold on, would it go like...
Whoop.
How do I mark? Honey...
woo,
All the way in there.
All the way, yeet that shit. Yeet
Oh
it.
my god.
Yeah,
Yeet
so
that shit.
wherever the hell you want to smoke grenade, feel free.
Oh, please, please. Can you beam that thing in the head?
Would that be a strength check? I'm trying to check.
I'm gonna say
That
that
would
you
be an
you can
improvised
just
weapon.
throw it
You can
because
just do
it
it.
doesn't really do damage. But if you're doing it on that centered on the creature,
The
I
fact
will.
that I can meet it up to 60 feet away changes my strategy a bit. Because if I
Okay.
can just obscure their vision for a round,
That's worth a
immensely
lot.
helpful.
So you're
yeah, over
centering it
here.
on this thing. Okay, then
It can obscure
hold
the
on,
vision of both him and Markos.
hold on.
So like right here.
There.
Nice.
It does nothing.
What?
Well, now we can't see.
Yeah, you can't see in there. Otherwise, it does nothing.
To him or the thing?
Yeah. I don't
So
know
if we
what
go
I
in
don't know
there-
what you expected.
I expected it to obscure their vision of us coming in.
Yeah,
Well,
but they're
that is
Yeah.
true.
eldritch assholes.
Well, their vision
thought,
is
though.
indeed obscured.
Yep, you did it. Are you gonna move?
I can still move.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, going to pick up the book would be favorite.
That was and is my plan. So, how much can I move?
About up to the center of the cave. Yeah, 30 feet. Yes. It is the eldritch creature's turn, and it goes. It's still wriggling around.
Still don't like that.
Oh, I should probably take the smoke grenade out of my inventory because I used it.
Marco, you can hear Marco's coughing in there, but largely he is attempting to. He's still trying to chant, though a little slower now than he was before.
Hey, it did something then.
It's made it harder for him to chant.
I do still have a second level spell. Oh yeah, because I was saving it earlier.
Aha. Which means it's Brian's turn again.
Okay, how far can I go?
30 feet. Unless your character sheet says otherwise.
So... I can make it right there.
No, you can only move 5 feet because you're a child. I'm joking.
God, something I think we all need to get better at is like
Oh,
talking
shit.
in
Okay.
character even during these high stakes
Alright.
battle
Yeah, I mean,
times.
I'm pretty good at that, actually. Well, okay. I'm pretty good at that, actually, but as regular Jaden, as child Jaden, it's a little harder.
That's fair.
Okay, well, I'm going to go in there.
I was going to shoot, but now I can't see shit.
Yeah, that is a little difficult now, isn't it?
And I am going to do something that's going to suck.
Okay.
I am going right next to this thing,
All right.
and instead of attacking the wiggly directly, I'm going to try to use shock and grasp on it because it has metal.
Careful.
On the
Attack
body?
dead body?
Yeah,
It's
because the
dead.
armor.
On the body?
Yeah. Yes, but since there's armor, and it's touching the armor,
It's not.
It's not.
It acts as a separate creature, in fact.
But on the illustration, it looks like it's sitting right in the armor.
It acts as a separate creature, in fact.
Okay, never
mechanics.
mind.
You can try
Yes.
and shocking grasp the.
No, I don't want to get bitten by that fucking thing.
I don't know if it can bite you. It's currently spending its entire turn just wiggling.
I'm just going.
If it could bite you, if it does bite you, it will do so on its turn,
I'm
whether
going
you
to-
grab it or not.
Well, I have to roll up disadvantage, don't I? Son of a
You
fucking
absolutely do, because it is wriggling.
bitch. And it's smoky in here.
And it's disgusting.
So,
You can
I'm going-
like it's kind of obscured, but you could totally hear it slapping around, and it sounds like wet meat.
I'm just going to fucking cut it.
Okay, do so. Oh my gosh! Holy mackerel!
So I totally missed one, but the other one I got.
No. Oh yeah. Oh, I only saw the second one. Hold on a second. Let me see. Wait,
And
that's
Markos,
Felgy.
like,
That's
I'm
not
hoping
Jaden.
I'm hoping that was Jaden cutting into the creature, not the creature cutting into Jaden somehow. Yep, Jaden got it.
Real quick, let me check. Yeah, you did okay. Yeah, you hit him.
Okay.
Once.
And there's no sneak attack because smoke, and there's nobody near me.
Yes.
Okay, so just bam, 4 damage.
Look, any
Ouch.
damage is good.
Yeah, this is an excellent time to stop drawing on it. This is an excellent time to mark out its health.
Hey Brian, how you want to do this? Wait, what?
No.
I know.
How much health does this stupid gummy worm have?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Probably way too much. Probably an annoying amount.
It is now Gwyn's turn.
You're stupidly hardy for a sour apple gummy worm.
You...
Dude, it took
Why
4
you...
damage.
It took 4 damage. Chill. You just started.
I know, but you said, wouldn't you like to know?
I did. Yes, it doesn't mean a whole lot.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam, where?
Oh, on top of it.
Okay. Yeah, that's 120 feet, all right. Con save, and it. Wait a second. That's the other one.
I'm imagining it lighting up. I'm imagining it lighting up the smoke.
It
like,
still makes this with. Wait a second.
What,
like when you see, like
strange encounters?
like when you see bursts of light from inside smoke.
Constitution saving throw. That it makes with advantage cause it's squirming around. Both of those fail anyway. Roll your damage. It is not a shape changer.
Well, no, but that's still 2d10.
Yes.
But, or like when lightning
14.
lights up clouds.
14.
The music died.
Hopefully it died.
And we're about to. Hopefully that's not an
Wait,
omen.
where'd it go?
The worm sort of hisses and fizzles in your moonbeam before it begins to dissolve from the tip downward until nothing is left but a stump of flesh. All of the crystals in this basement area dim and then go out,
Be right back.
bathing the area in darkness. You can still hear amongst the darkness as Markos comes to.
I like to imagine it just looks like when you pour salt on a slug.
What happened? Where am I?
You were possessed, my
What in
dude.
the world is going on?
Well, we're below your basement. Do you remember digging this out?
I'm not sure.
Do you know what year it is?
No, I'm not
Do
sure.
you know who the current ruler of the city is?
The what?
While he's distracted,
Okay.
can I just grab the book?
You can grab the book.
Cool. I'm gonna start flipping through it.
Because not only was he not using the book, he no longer needed the book.
Jaden Moss, this man counts as incoherent. I think we need to take him upstairs.
Okay.
He counts as incoherent. We need to take him out.
Okay. All right, Dad.
No.
Okay,
I
the
briefly
Celestial
got you.
Codex is filled with arcane lore about the stars and the planes of existence. Nestled among its benign descriptions are eldritch incantations written in Celestial, and tucked between the book's pages are 2 spell scrolls, Armor of Agathis, and Arms of Hadar.
I mean, I already have Arms of Hadar, so...
Only have a scroll, which you can only use once.
Realizing what he's done, Markos is not only horrified, but gladly gives up the book.
Oh, good. We can take that back.
I'll just hold on to these.
You good, man?
You do at least remember your name, right?
Yes, I am Markos Delphi. This is my house.
Okay.
This is the house of my
yeah,
family.
Your father sent us.
Oh,
Playing D&D now.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I'm so terribly sorry.
I-
Goodness.
Yeah,
I
how's
hope-
your butler?
And all nothing
What?
upstairs.
Yeah, so, your...
Wait,
your
Esquire? What happened to
Yeah,
Esquire?
he's
That's
currently...
currently a hookworm.
Okay. Okay, I guess
Let
I'll
Jason
just shut
talk,
up then.
well,
oh
Moss
dear.
already said it, so, yeah.
Oh dear.
There's also a Nothic that's taken up residence.
What? Here?
Yeah.
Goodness. I need to get out of here.
And also clean up your kitchen. There's rotten food in
Yeah.
Damn, dude, you live like this?
there. Really.
Also, you have cultists. Do you know a good exterminator?
What? Cultists? No. They're students of mine.
Oh.
So the purple robes and everything isn't.
It's just a fashion statement?
Well, I've got to have. I have to give them something to wear.
Oh.
While this is going on, can I actually investigate the inscriptions in Celestial since I can actually read it? What do they do?
Not in the dark.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
we have
I'll
it
say
is.
that for later.
fucking crystals.
It is basic. It is almost pitch black in here.
Okay, then I'm
Glowing
putting the
crystals on
codex
the
in my book.
illustration.
Or
The
codex
crystal
in my
stopped
bag and...
glowing when the thing got salted to death.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
But
I
Gwen just like bops Linerek on the shoulder and gives her an insane amount of dark vision for an hour.
Hey, I gotta ask Markos something later, but before I do, I am going to, I'm going to do a check on
Is that
this
something?
circle that we're
of
standing
night,
on.
Eyes of night. you
Hold
Hold
dark
on, I'm
vision
looking
to a
to
range
see
of
if that's
300
under
feet.
Alter Self.
I got 6. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Yeah. So, nope. Moss can't tell hide nor hair what it is either. If anyone else would like to attempt the check,
What kind of check?
Arcana.
Well, you can't-
Arcana.
Yeah, but you would have to do it at disadvantage because you don't have night vision.
I
I-
got booped and got dark vision.
Okay.
Eyes of night. Le boopin.
So, Arcana.
Nope. Gwen can't tell.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Guess I have to do more studying.
God damn it.
No,
damn it.
this is like rocket science for all of you. You're like, I wasn't hired for this.
was
You're
fucking
gonna get a
plus
freaking get out of
6.
The
here.
heck?
And Moss knows more than I do.
This is awful. Let's go upstairs.
Yeah.
I, think
can
should
probably figure it
clean
out with
one of
what's in
those
the book.
kettles and make tea.
Yay!
Let's go,
Home again,
Dev.
home again. Jiggity
So,
jig.
yeah, zooming
Yeah,
out, zooming out so I can see most of the thing. This is what our map looks like.
How do you... Aiden feel weird. Us characters calling Gwyn Dad.
I had a feeling it was gonna happen.
Jaden says it jokingly. 'cause
Evil
he knows
book
he's
that
like a
causes
child.
horrific possession. Better read it. So, actually, no, the Celestial Codex is not an evil book. It's just a book.
A book
So
that can be
you
used for
return
evil, but-
return to the temple to find the statue that was there has basically shattered.
Hey!
The
Hey.
presence of Krokulmar has been ejected from the mansion.
Bye, bitch. Won't miss ya.
Ejected, and that sounds like we shot him out of a cannon.
He has returned.
Bye, bitch. Won't miss
He
ya.
has returned through the threads of reality back to the far realms from whence he came. If you were to go to the third floor to investigate, you would find that both Zala. Sorry, I'm looking up her name.
We couldn't pronounce it anyway.
Zalamorphous and Esquire are both back to their human selves.
Are there still dead bodies?
Just this once. Everybody lives.
There are dead
In the
bodies of a mimic, a rug, and a sword.
Just
But I
this
don't
once,
think you
everybody
actually killed anything else. Oh
No,
yeah,
but-
and a bunch of
We're talking-
sturges. A bunch of dead sturges.
We're talking
No,
about the bodies we found in the adjoining room to the
Oh
one that
yeah,
had
those
the
are.
statue.
Of course, those are still there. Those
Still
those,
dead.
They're still very
Not our fault.
dead.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll
Still
get
dead,
to
not our fault.
I'll get to that point later.
So yeah, once
Hey, how
I
you
get
doing?
back into the light, gonna walk and read here.
Yeah. So largely this is it's exactly what I told you.
You only needed Jaden over here.
Yeah, but the
I didn't
celestial
eat
stuff.
anybody. I didn't eat anybody. It is what I told you. Filled with arcane lore about the stars and the planes of existence. Nestled among the benign pages descriptions are eldritch incantations written in celestial.
Yeah, I want to investigate those.
What are you looking for?
I just want to know what they do.
Knowledge.
It is. Some of them are for actually like contacting distant realms. Though you get the feeling that doing so would result in similar conditions to what Markos was going.
Bad things.
Yeah.
Cool.
Handle with caution.
I had
Yeah.
to check.
It's for largely for contacting the far realms and other places beyond the stars, though it does not warn about doing so. That getting in
You could
touch
possibly get possessed.
getting in touch with far realm entities might involve you getting touched
Ah.
That's
mentally.
a way to put it.
Was mostly
Mentally.
because this was a book I hadn't read yet, and now I have.
And now you have.
Damn,
Hey.
you're a speed reader.
Hey, Marco.
What?
Or
What?
Marcus.
Markos.
Yeah, okay, I was right the first time.
Yes.
So I found this potion. What do you know what kind of potion this is?
I haven't a
thought-
clue. It was likely brewed by someone working here. I've been in the basement most of the time. As far as I can tell.
Yeah. Every time we've inspected it, it came up as a health potion, but it's not like any health potion we've seen, and it gives bad vibes.
I haven't a clue.
We're gonna have to get it identified in town, right?
Or
It does have a
drink it.
tag on it. The
It
tag,
does?
yes.
What?
The tag reads "Far Realm Surprise."
1, how do we miss that? And 2, nope, not touching that.
What's a farm realm surprise?
Okay, are we just going to
Well-
discard the potion entirely?
No.
No,
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 we're gonna
no,
have
no.
it properly and professionally identified.
Okay. Then it will
Actually,
be
I was gonna make
identified
James
between adventures.
We're not gonna discard it entirely, but there's no way any of us are drinking it until we can figure out somebody who knows what it does.
Oh
Jaden-
boy.
Jaden pops the cork out and chunks the whole thing. No, I'm kidding.
Right now?
No,
Oh, boy!
No, I'm kidding.
I've been waiting to use this one. No, I'm kidding. That would be hilarious. That would be
Moss-
actively
Moss will have a
hilarious.
fucking aneurysm.
If that last bit had been difficult, Gwen would have absolutely suggested that somebody drink the stupid thing.
Yeah.
Just like, well, this is a last ditch effort. Let's go.
Right?
No, actually, the difficult part of this adventure was finding the dang basement.
Yeah.
Right.
You did all the hard stuff last time.
Mm-hmm.
This was literally if you went into the temple and started if you went into the temple and made yourself obvious, none of the cultists would have attacked you. If you started breaking the statue, none of the cultists would have attacked you. If you destroyed the statue, the cultists would be grumpy with you, but they only attack if you attack them. They attack to defend themselves.
Mm.
I would like to point out that Gwyn has now sped walked to the kitchen and is trying to find somewhere to make tea.
Okay.
Gwen is stressed and needs to stress brew.
You do find, like, after a bit, it takes a bit of cleaning and, like, getting everything together. But with the help of Markos, you do manage to start a pot of tea on.
Hey.
Nice.
I just imagine like Jaden, young little Jaden, drinking that potion, and suddenly he gets older again.
No, that doesn't happen for a few days.
Yeah.
Sorry to tell you. Markos, however, does drop a. Are you giving tea to everyone?
Well, yes, I'm not
Yeah.
rude.
Well, Markos drops a slug into his cup before he starts drinking it.
Why?
Because
Sir?
despite the fact that you have freed him from Krokulmar's control, he's still gross.
Wait. Was the kitchen like this because you were just like that?
No?
So
Please don't
Jaden-
tell my father.
Get some help.
There's a staircase in your bathroom.
Jaden is just casually drinking the tea, being more used to this kind of nastiness than Moss is apparently.
I do have to take a... I prefer to take a bath after I've done meditating.
Not that I'm used to it, it's just...
Look, just don't tell my father.
Well, now that we
Your
have this
secrets are
plus the
yours.
Celestial Codex,
Your
Hey,
secrets
you know
are
what?
your
we should be
secrets,
okay.
dude.
And then put it back.
Hey guys, I just had a thought. What's in here?
We never checked that area, did we?
Now we should probably check.
I mean, if Markos doesn't mind us peeking around.
I would like to remind you that the possibilities of monsters being in the rest of this house after your after the adventure has been completed there are still possibly monsters in here.
But there's also
Oh.
possibly treasure.
Yeah, but we weren't hired to fight monsters. We were hired to find him and the book. And that's
Markos,
done.
maybe you want to have a bath and then, like, we need to take you back to make, like...
Yes,
Oh
of
yes,
course.
spooky things marked with
hide
an
your
X in
father
chalk
so
on the
he knows
doors.
you're not dead.
And you know,
I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
Why?
Nothing to worry about. Nothing worth worrying about. I
Okay,
just wouldn't. I
here's-
wouldn't if I were you.
Okay, Mark.
I wish you hadn't
I
said
have a-
that, and I'm
okay,
gonna
look.
listen to at the door.
Hold on. If there's something in there, would you pay us to get rid of it?
money,
I'm sure my family can have that sorted out.
money.
But you sure you want your father to
Aren't
know
you
about
already
all-
getting paid?
We are.
Yes, to
Yes,
find
more
you,
money.
and that's been done.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a different
We're
job
getting
entirely.
paid to be
This
exterminated.
this is something else entirely. I
Money.
really I'm not going to pay you to go into that room.
Okay. Let's not go in that room then.
All right, Mark with an X on the door.
Yeah, you were listening at that door?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Mark with an X on the door.
Markos, maybe
What about
you
this
clean
one?
yourself up. That's the same room.
Mark with an X on the door.
Markos, maybe you clean yourself up and we take you to have an eye-to-eye with your father.
Yeah.
He knows that you're not dead.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that happens. Cuz basically we're done.
Yeah.
Hey.
We could have had this done last session, but Brian had to go.
Yeah.
No,
sorry.
it's fine. I'm glad that we had enough time to do so, to do what we did, because it has been like 2 hours. And
Which is less than we
last
usually
time,
go
last
for.
time when Brian noped out, it was like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Also true.
Usually we go for longer.
Not necessarily.
I've checked. I remember
usually.
the last time we've done sessions, and usually it goes for longer. I remember most times when we do sessions, it goes until 8 or 9 my time.
Okay,
Yeah,
hey, whatever.
Relax.
Okay.
I'm just saying, and I'm fine with that.
Okay. Well, you return both the book and Markos Delphi to their respective peoples, as opposed to returning them to the opposite places. As that would be
That
silly.
would be a little bit weird.
Yes. I don't remember the exact numbers.
250 total for both each.
250 each? That's
said
not
each.
That's not right. It's 150 each.
That was for one job, 50 paid up front, but for the other it was another 100 each.
It was 150 per job. I can say that much. 250 is
300.
too much. Yes,
Okay.
300. 500 is too much.
So
So-
that's 300 each?
300 each. Assuming
Nice.
that, however, does not... how much was given to you beforehand? I believe it was 100 each to start with.
It was a down payment of 50.
Yeah,
Down payment
so...
50.
Okay,
Which we
no,
mostly spent on
per
construction.
person, per employer, so you got 100 each to start, so you each get 200 on top of that for returning the dude and the book. So
Nice.
add 200 to your gold totals.
Okay,
Nice.
so I added 200, and then how much was the plates again?
200 for
I gave
you.
No.
No, it was 100. Never
I
mind.
gave him 100 worth.
Okay,
I gave
so-
100 worth.
What
Okay,
about?
so
There's also my ivory dragon chest set, the assorted bottles, and the bag of 6 jewels.
Are you telling Mr. Delphi about the bodies in his basement?
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
Gosh, dang.
Your son killed people.
He does arrange for the
Not
bodies to be not only recovered, but returned from the dead.
Hey!
Hey, what a guy.
So you can absolutely meet up with a live Elra.
But I'm not going to because she's weird.
I'm going to meet up with her.
She
I don't know,
shakes your
I thought she was
hand.
nice.
So,
Thank
No,
you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Stay away
Wow,
from-
it feels weird not being dead, but you know, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, and
yeah.
you also have a nice, cool scar around your neck. It's actually really cool.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry about him.
Yeah.
Less filter.
It's
because
just good to
none
know
of
I
them
have a
should be-
good head on my shoulders, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
everybody has a hearty
Yeah.
laugh.
Yep.
No,
When
seriously,
it's
how much
ribbon
do I?
grind.
How much do I get for the ivory dragon chest set, and the 4 assorted bottles, and the friggin' bag of 6 jewels?
Hold on, let me go back through all the things. Whoop. All right, ivory dragon chest, a dragon chest set. That was up there in D12. So, the ivory dragon chest set is worth 150.
Woo!
What else did you have?
Hold on, adding that right now.
Yeah, remove the other things. Language
4
proficiency.
4 assorted bottles.
The bottles came from the bathroom. 25 each, so 100 gold.
Okay.
It's a good thing I didn't give you all 500 gold, because gosh dang, they do say that you can keep any treasure that you found.
Hey.
So,
I have a question. I have a
what?
question. What was the manor called again?
Delphi Manor?
I went to Delphi Manor, and all I got is the stupid green juice.
Stupid t-shirt.
The stupid
And
green
finally-
juice. Green juice. Gosh dang it.
And finally, a bag of 6 jewels.
Yeah.
Where did
Everyone
the
got
jewels
something.
come from?
Because I got green juice.
And all I got was a stupid Kool-Aid.
Wow.
Where did the jewels come from?
Please don't drink the Kool-Aid.
From the private study.
Markos'
did we ever open that box?
bedroom. Treasure, an amethyst
What
cloak pin
box?
shaped like an eye and a ring of jumping. I think someone else had that.
Box?
What box?
The lockbox
Oh yeah, you did
that
find.
we found in the secret room.
Nobody.
Oh,
nobody,
six
opened
pieces of
the-
jewelry.
Mhm.
Worth 100 gold each. So hot dang, you have a lot of money.
200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Hold on, let me just
Here to
1 second. I know this might seem silly, but I need a calculator for this.
Okay. At this point, I'm starting to think that Moss is just the treasurer.
yeah,
What?
Something
that is
like
what it
that.
looks like.
Yeah, I think I have the most money out of everybody.
How much have you got?
Probably.
1,359 gold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
I'm at
And luckily, I waited until exactly now to mention you have distort value, and you didn't use it.
Because I didn't need it with all the gold I already have.
Yeah, I know. You could have had a lot more.
Yeah, but this is already plenty.
Yeah, I know. Gosh, fuck.
okay. Then can I have
I
200?
would- it would've
Freaking
just
break
been
the
overkill.
game.
It would have been overkill if I used distort value and I knew it, so I didn't bother.
Hold
You could have
on.
used distort value, and then all of us have more.
Yes, but
Let me
I'm
see
playing
if I
Moss.
can-
Yeah, honestly, like when it comes to actually getting loot, Moss Like-
there.
is like quicker to it than Jaden is. Otherwise, Jaden would be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that and I think her investigation is better than mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I found it.
Yep.
So basically, you get back, and Moss goes,
Basically.
there. I'm keeping that now.
Okay, how much would 5 flasks of ceramic flasks of oil be?
Ceramic flasks of oil.
Yes.
Let me go find equipment. Oil.
Because I need something for catapult to throw.
Okay, oil flasks. 1 silver. It weighs
I'm gonna
1
get 10.
pound.
I'm gonna get 10.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to ask an alchemist or whatever person I need to ask to find out what the fuck this potion's supposed to be.
So, okay, the potion. The potion that I wish somebody had drank because it's kind of cool. But whatever. Also known as Far Realm Surprise.
Hmm?
The alchemist in area D13 concocted the potion. You actually almost went into D13. Actually, someone came out of D13, the alchemy lab, said shh, and then went back in. There were two cultists in there. Actually, a cult fanatic and a cultist. Both of which do not attack you on sight. And there was a bunch of potions in there. An oil of slipperiness.
An oil of slipperiness.
An oil of slipperiness. And a dose. Okay, in that room there were 4 potions of healing, a potion of gaseous form, a vial containing oil of slipperiness, and a vial with 1 dose of assassin's blood poison.
Ah, that would have been cool for me.
That would have been
Oh,
cool,
damn.
but whatever. So, the alchemist in Area D13, the alchemist lab, concocted this potion, which functions as a potion of poison, but has an additional property. When the poison effect ends, the imbiber sprouts a tentacle made of inky shadow. This shadowy tentacle lasts for 1 hour. As a bonus action, the potion's imbiber can use the tentacle to make a melee weapon attack, +4 to hit, against a creature the imbiber can see within 5 feet of itself. On a hit, the target takes 4 or 1d8 necrotic damage.
That's
So you're poisoned, but you also
Something.
have a tentacle.
yeah, that's
I'll keep it. I'll keep that.
Flurper.
I'm keeping that. I'll drink it eventually.
Slurpity, slurpity, slurpity.
okay.
Yeah, that's that.
It's called Far Realm Surprise.
Yes, Far Realm
Okay.
Surprise. I love it. It's cool, but also it poisons you.
That's
Moss
fine.
might want to use the money, the large amount of wealth she's gotten to go
Hey,
into
Duke.
town and see if she can find
Duke, don't
some
look
sort
now.
of magical cloak. Not necessarily to replace the one she has because she's attached to that one, but it might be nice to have some sort of magical cloak to use.
Actually, you do. Actually, because you this is a Golden Vault adventure. Your representative approaches you after the harrowing experience at the Delphi Mansion. For returning the Celestial Codex to its rightful owner, you are promised an uncommon magic item of your choice, subject to my approval, as payment. It is delivered to you the next day. Feel free
Okay,
to
cool.
make.
I'm getting another wand of magic missile then.
Well, that's to discuss with the rest of your party.
Oh, I thought it was each.
Because no, not each, just one total.
Yeah.
However, that
we
can
have
be
a- we
handled
have-
next time. As before next time, I'd like to give you another little preview.
I was gonna spend some money, but okay.
We can worry about what you have spent next time before the next session starts.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I want. I'm looking for appropriate music.
Ba-na-na-na.
Donna. Boo-doo, boo-doo,
On a cold
boo-doo,
evening.
boo.
One cold evening, a few months after the assault on Delphi Mansion, Gwyn, Moss, and Jaden are heading back to Gwyn's house after a lovely evening out on the town. The topic over dinner that evening had been largely focused on the Golden Vault. It was about time to get their next assignment, wasn't it? Waiting at their home wasn't a key, however, but a lock. The entire front door of Gwyn's home in Aurum had been replaced. What was once a wooden door in a wooden frame with a metal knocker and handle was now a large stone slab set in a stone frame with a large disc in the center. Wedged behind the disc was a small piece of paper that explained how to open the simple puzzle lock, causing the door to slide down into the ground. Beyond the door, it was dark in the cleric's home. The only light came from the door and barely made it to the 2 thick boots of a figure sitting behind the dining room table. In the dim light, the figure's eyes open, revealing a piercing blue. His gruff voice calls out to you. Gwen Frostfur, I take it. To be continued. In Prisoner 13!
Oh my god.
Fucker, put my door back.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me while I, Oh, shoot. Chungus is here. Chungus, go somewhere else. Good, thank you. I'm gonna see if I have the, art for Prisoner 13 real quick.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
So you can replace Elra.
Yeah. I don't have it, but I will in a second.
Elra could be our ally eventually.
If somebody decides they want to make a character sheet for Elra, they can do so.
Hey.
Put our house back.
No, our house is fine. They just replaced our door.
Put our door back.
We live on the 3rd floor. That just sunk into
I
the
thought
floor.
you owned the house?
No, I rent an apartment.
Well, you know what? You know what? If we live in
it's the front of the apartment door then. It's the
Well, you know
front
what?
of the apartment building door.
Okay.
My landlady is gonna kill me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, you had nothing to do with
When
it.
has the landlord ever cared about that?
All right. Well, here's a alternate idea. I get on the broom of flying and then go through the window.
The door opened already.
True.
You were told how to open the door.
Okay.
Also, you got so much money from the last mission, you didn't just buy a house?
No?
You live in my house.
Look, why would I
What
spend
the fuck?
That's awesome. Why the heck would I spend money on a house when I already have one?
I was
We live
talking
in-
to Gwyn, but okay.
Oh,
There
Gwyn
you
likes-
are, prisoner 13.
Gwyn likes living in somewhere where somebody else is taking care of the upkeep, and also he lives up off the ground.
That's a fair
Jake-
Like
point.
having his own.
Jaden
tree.
gets arrested.
Next time on Keys from the Golden Vault, we travel to Revel's End.
That
Hold on.
looks cool.
Unless the entire party tells this dwarf to F off, in which case I will die on the spot and then scramble to figure something out over the next 2 weeks.
Question.
What's up?
Was Literick invited to the rest of the party?
Linerick probably, yes. I would say so.
Moss is like, stay with us, book friend.
Now that I think about it,
Friend.
I don't get a choice. I don't get a say in that, but
Yeah,
it
you
sounds
are
like you do.
Absolutely, like at least once or twice a week, invited out for dinner.
Also, this music is way more appropriate for the final battle than the other one was. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But this is also appropriate for this part. Like, this is so good.
Ooh. Revel's
Anyway.
End scares me. Because Revel's End looks really freaking hard, and I don't know how the hell Revel's End, Prisoner 13 was given away for free before the book came out as
And
like
it's a level 3 adventure?
it's a level 4. Oh, right. Everybody level up.
We,
Hey!
Hey! I level everyone up to the level of the adventure, and this is for an adventure for 4th level characters. So if you
Oh, this-
complete an adventure, you level up. I read through
leveling
this
up.
thing before the book came out, and I went, how in the hell? What? Oh, this is unreasonable. This is ridiculous how crazy this thing is. How in the hell is this supposed to happen? I'm going to get rid of Elra's key, considering that was still in the background. And I'm also going to show you the key for
Prisoner 13.
Prisoner 13, because you're not being approached by the Golden Vault for this.
What the fuck?
You are being approached by a third party.
Kind of weird they didn't go through official channels, but okay.
Yeah. Probably
It's some
because
black market shit.
this mission is it's a little crazy. Oh gosh, dang it. Oh, dang it.
Oof. I
Get-
am one level away from getting a really cool thing.
There's the key. It looks
hello,
like all the
squat nimbleness.
it
Nice.
looks like all the gosh dang keys on. Ah, shoot. Oh, I completely forgot the thing that I prepped for Kelsey. Gosh dang it.
What?
Wait, Was that supposed to come into play?
That was
this time?
supposed to come into play this time. I'm stupid. I'm sorry, Kelsey.
Can you not tack it on right now?
So during the fight, someone was you would have heard a voice in your head go, "Kill him."
Oh.
Why?
What would you have done?
Moss would have probably stopped for a moment,
Mhm.
looked around, worried,
Yeah.
and then shook it off because no, she's not gonna kill him.
Well, considering that all happens in the space of Moss's head, we can totally say that we can totally like retcon that actually happened.
Okay, so
It's not letting
And
me
you
roll my
passed
hit
the
die.
you passed the test,
hooray!
and you gain. You had mentioned you were thinking of getting a boon from Tiamat.
Mm-hmm.
You instead get a boon from Bahamut.
Ooh.
Obama.
Oh,
In my universe, Tiamat and Bahamut are diametrically opposed. There's a third party who's like kind of dopey and messes around and stuff because gem dragons.
Is it Kevin?
It's essentially Kevin.
if I had my way, this man
Duke,
would be
do
the
you remember what the gem dragon god is called?
There's a gem dragon.
I
Ion
think
or
the
something?
Io,
Io.
full
Wait.
dragon god of knowledge and truth.
Yes.
And
So
specifically, he's above both Bahamut and Tiamat in many campaigns.
yeah, in this case, above, but doesn't really bother with it because I figure Io is kind of dopey about it. It's like, if either one of them survives, so does knowledge in the universe. Who cares?
Oh,
But
sure.
Tiamat, the god of chromatic dragons, very evil. Bahamut, the god of metallic dragons, not so evil.
A dick.
What?
He's still a dick.
Yeah, well, gods can be dicks and also still be good. I mean, hell, you're all
Okay.
breaking the law by breaking and entering into a home, killing several things, and then stopping an
Scourges
eldritch
aren't
monster
people, I don't
from
care what you
emerging
say.
into the world. But yeah, Kelsey, should you allow it, at some point you get a boon from Bahamut.
Oh, this will be
Okay.
interesting.
So, guys,
Mhm.
Brian?
I get to choose a roguish archetype.
Uh-huh.
And
Weren't you
for the
going with
longest-
Thief?
Yes, exactly. I was going to go with Thief, but now I'm having second thoughts
Why do you say that, Brian?
because Soul Knife exists.
Ooh.
Ah.
Yeah, and it's only letting me.
Huh?
It won't let me continue down Scribe. In fact, it wants to put me as evocation because that's all it will actually let me be a wizard for.
That is something you're gonna
That
have to
is-
discuss with Pupper.
Because
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
'cause-
real quick.
because like Thief.
Unfortunately, the
Good night.
Vance and I do not have a lot on Roll20.
Yeah, I don't have anything on
So-
Roll20.
Okay, if you add her as a DM, you'll get access to all of her books.
Cool. I don't know how to do
Or
that.
character mancer.
Anyway, I just wanna.
That will be figured out.
Okay.
But I can level
What's
up
up?
later.
You want to take Soul Knife, or you're not sure about it?
I'm not sure. That's what I'm asking. Cause like, if I get Thief, then I get Fast Hands, which basically I could use a bonus action granted by my Cunning action to make a Dexterity Sleight of Hand check, right? Which would be very useful, right? And I also get Second Story Work, which which means I don't
Good job.
cost extra speed climbing, and my running jumps are better, right?
Yes.
That's what Thief does.
I'm gonna move everybody over here.
Which is great for movement and stuff.
Yeah.
However,
I'm gonna stop you real quick. I'm gonna let you guys talk. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then when I get back, I will call the whole thing to a close.
Okay.
Hey.
But if I get if I go with Soul Knife, then I got Psionic Power, where I harbor a wellspring of psionic energy within myself, and like the energy is represented by my psionic energy dice, which is a d6, and basically I get psi bolstered knack, which is when my non-psionic training fails me. I use psionic power to help. Psychic Whispers, which I could telepathically communicate with people. I mean, I have message and the other thing, so, but this might be a little bit more convenient, I guess. And I also get Psychic Blades, right? Which, you know, that speaks for itself.
You know,
right?
is Jaden getting control of his magic, couldn't it?
I mean, it could be. It could be like it could be like
Because
Jaden.
psychic powers are kind of magic, aren't they?
They are.
I can also suggest the Arcane Trickster.
Yeah, I was
Because-
thinking about that too, but
You basically get an invisible, improved mage hand that can pick people's pockets and use thieves' tools at range.
I'm kind of vibing with the soul knife idea for Jaden.
Soul Knife
Yeah.
is a great idea.
yeah,
Soul knife
Some
Jaden would be
nuance to
amazing.
it, but
yeah, because like on the one hand, I think just going thief is like that has a lot of good practical use, and so does Arcane Trickster. But Soul Knife, it would be way more useful he said he'd be right back.
yeah, I know. I just thought I heard him trip over something.
Oh, okay.
Soul knife sounds fun, and it does sound like it would be really useful.
Yeah, yeah. And also, like, I could kind of come up with a narrative that maybe, like, because Jaden is not trying to,
Okay, I'm back.
you know, because Jaden is not trying to get into magic the way that, you know, his blood wants him to.
Yes.
This could, or the Soul Knife could be a way for him to kind of tap into that while still being him. So, like, I'm in a, you know, I'm in a unique situation here between just, you know, going in with the, okay, I'm going to be a full thief, or no, I'm going to go more into the magic thief. So, you guys are in the party. You tell me. What should I go
Soul
for?
knife sounds amazing.
Soul Knife is better for right now, but Arcane Trickster allows you to do invisibility on yourself, which as a rogue is super sweet.
Yeah, but Moss already has invisibility, and
So
Yeah,
can
and
use
Jaden
that
is
on
very,
people.
and Jaden is insanely good at stealth, despite that one bad roll.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
That was me drinking a drink. I have a
Oh, okay.
cup.
it was also
So
everybody
what about
rolling in money.
So there's 2 votes for Soul Knife, I guess.
I guess.
All right, yeah, I guess Jaden's Soul Knife.
Knife.
Mm-hmm.
Stab.
Abby stab. Also, I got squat nimbleness. Heck yeah.
Also, you totally should have told me about the apartment building beforehand.
Sorry.
'Cause I thought Gwen owned a house.
At least you can.
No.
At least you can redo the opening next time with apartment building.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
You live
Except this time it was just a preview.
You live in my apartment!
apartment.
I mean, he'll
That
still
doesn't-
call
that-
it a house because it makes a house a home.
It also rolls off the tongue better.
You live in my house!
Couch is comfy.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, and before Linnarek invites them into her home.
Alright.
Mm.
anyway.
Yeah, I got
Thank
soul
you
knife.
thank you all for joining us today. Next time, I don't know if we're gonna have a session next week or not. Just keep an eye on my Twitter when I announce things. Where I announce things, but if we are having D&D again next week, it will be at around the same time, 7:30 EST, 7:30 p.m. EST on Mondays. I might stream sometime this week because the Cult of the Lamb DLC just came out.
Oh, neat.
Other than that, we'll see you next time for Prisoner 13. Thank you for joining us. Have an excellent night and keep on building.